Hey guys, what's up? It's iJevin. How is everybody doing? Today I'm going to be showing you how to make an early game mob farm using mob tracking. It's going to help you get early game items such as mob drops and XP, and it's going to be really simple to build. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to make an early game mob farm. Now this video is based off of Xisuma's slime farm where they use iron golems and the slimes track the iron golems. We're using that sort of technology in this video. So it's not going to be that hard to do. So the first thing with any mob farm or any early game XP farm or item farm is location. Now I have chosen a swamp as my location because we're going to get pretty much the most bang for our buck with the swamp. We're going to get witches spawning, we're going to get slimes spawning, we're going to have all the other mobs spawning. And all we have to do is really just light up some of the surrounding area. So with your first steps of this mob farm, find yourself a swamp, and what I want you to do is I want you to find the biggest area on the swamp, right? So if I'm trying to build a mob farm, I want a lot of mobs to be spawning, so this is the island that I chose. The surrounding islands can be lit up. Just make sure that you kind of get enough area lit up to where mobs will be focused on your island. So once you have lit up the area, next up you want to kind of make this a more palatable experience for people to spawn on, like hostile mobs. So you'll need to get rid of the trees. It doesn't really technically need to be leveled, but that was something I'd probably do. Mainly you just need to get rid of the water and the trees so mobs can spawn here. So let me get those done really quickly and I'll be right back. Once you've got everything decided up, you know, your center points, you're going to want to dig a hole out underneath of these mobs. So you're going to go down 2, and I suggest from this outside block 2 over on each side. So this is going to give us a pretty big area for us to draw mobs into. The next thing you're going to want to do is make some water currents. So first off, we need to make a little trench in the middle of this, right? We're going to come down 2 more blocks, and this is where all of our mobs are going to fill into. There we go. And so all of our mobs are going to fill into right there. Now we're going to get them in there by doing this. We're going to go 4 blocks over. We're not going to actually keep these dug out though. You just want to dig 4 over so you can get a current of 8. You'll see that this will flow over to the edge. So I got to go 1 more block. Sorry, I thought I had 8 there. That must be 7. There we go. 1 more. So right there, that should make that flow to the edge. And you're just going to want to do that until this entire thing is filled up. It doesn't even need to be like completely full. You just need to make sure that the water is completely flowing to the edge on all blocks. Like, I don't mean you don't need to, when I say full, you don't need to have a full current on that side. So we can put 1 right here, 1 right there. That should fill them all up. There we go. And okay, so now that that's all full, now this is your decision. You can go back over the 2 blocks, so 1, 2, and then fill this in if you'd like. Essentially what we're doing is we're just making a way for when these mobs fall into this trap, we're making it so that they will automatically be guided into the spot that we want them to, right? So we'll do the same thing on the other side real fast. 3, 2, 1. So now that we have our mobs set up to where these can drop in there, I suggest probably doing a 3 wide hole. You'll also need to make a spot for you to come down here and be able to kill them. So, you know, any side you can poke a hole, and once you come down here, the mobs will notice that you're down here. Another thing that I recommend doing is sort of filling all these spots up, because when the mobs get down there, if skeletons get down there, they're going to try to shoot at these mobs or anything down there. But one thing that you can do to sort of pull these mobs into this farm is to kind of give them just a little spot to look at these guys. There we go. So something just like that should work perfectly. Now that we've got everything pretty much set up, we should be able to give this a good test set, and let's do 10,000. And then we'll put it on normal. Okay, so it is on normal. There we go. Did I set it to 10,000? About 10,000 is not good at all. Let's set it to like 13,000. 13,000 will set us up for mobs to start spawning. Now remember, mobs are going to spawn pretty far away, so it's not always going to be like the most efficient thing. And if you want mobs to spawn closer, all you have to do is place more torches down. So for example, say if I don't want mobs to spawn over here, and I want them to start spawning closer to me, all I have to do is this right here. There we go. And so, for example, now I'm in creative mode, which is sort of stopping mobs from spawning. If you're in vanilla survival is absolutely going to be the best way for things to start spawning, you know. So we're gonna start drawing mobs into this, and this guy's gonna be so dumb that it doesn't matter, you know. And what we're hoping here is that the skeletons are gonna get pushed in. Now the skeletons are the only things I haven't really accounted for, but if I were to stand up here, that will draw even more mobs in. So if I go into game mode 0, he might be able to shoot me from here, I'm not sure, but he's not very good with what he's doing, so let's see if he's going to attract to me. Maybe, but as you can see, we've been here for a couple minutes, and you've already got a couple of mobs filtering in there, and that's what this is for, you know. This thing is more of a set it and quit it type thing. You come back a couple hours, see if there's any mobs here, kill them. You can even let the sun kill them if you want. Like, you know, sunshine will kill them, or you can kill them yourself and get XP. There's plenty of different ways to do this, but this is sort of a base setup for you to use this. So it all just depends on your spawn spaces and things like that. I've personally seen more mobs spawn in this area than what we have right now. It all just depends on, you know, what you have. Like, I don't even see a slime spawn yet, but we've had tons of slime spawn here in the past couple of minutes. So, you know, it all depends. It all depends on what's going on with the world, the game, you know. But at the end of the day, you're going to be able to get mobs spawning in this thing. So, okay, so we're starting to have more mobs spawn now, which is good. Oh, he's actually going to shoot from there. Okay, so that could be a problem. Maybe we raise this up a little bit higher then. So this is all, you know, trial and error, guys. It's not going to be perfect right away, but what we can do is we can fix this once we see that that's going to happen. And so now that skeleton's going to filter in there instead of shooting at our guy. So not only is he going to be attracted to that spot, but, you know, it all just depends, you know. I keep saying that, but it's really a big variation of things. You know, what's going on in your world, like, you know, how things are working, things like that. It all matters. So when you're building this, you know, take that all into account, because most of the time it's going to take a little bit of work to get this to work. And as you can see, we've been working at this for a couple minutes. We got a nice little set of mobs down there. And if we're standing up here, like I said before, I'm not sure if the creepers will notice us from up here or not. We could give that a shot real fast. Okay, so the creepers do notice us, and if we have other mobs drawing us in from here, and that's where everything goes to crap, but you understand what's going on. Ruin everything at the end of the video, but as you can see, just be careful and you should have a good time. So Jevinator challenge for this video is going to be 19 likes, guys. Let's see if we can beat that. Anyways, question of the day is, what is your favorite mob trap in Minecraft? I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. This is sort of a starter tutorial for how to make a mob trap in your new world, and I hope you enjoyed. This is iJevin. Peace out.